Hello, everybody. Today I'm at a new location and I have some new spooky stories for you. Just fresh happened last night, so let's go.
I really don't feel good. We're getting a
Is anyone here? What did you find?
You are listening to Supernatural Confessions. Hey, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode. Every Tuesday, we are here for Housekeeping. Myself, Eugene Tay, and with me, Belinda. Today, in an entirely different setting. Where are we? Where are you?
Even though I'm wearing white, I'm not dead yet. I'm in JB, one of the Airbnb. It's a very beautiful place. Yeah.
So you say got hantu story. You want to tell us now or tell us later?
Can tell you now lah because very short only.
Okay.
So basically you do the hygiene, right? Just ask for permission or ask them to not to come and disturb you and stuff like that. But last night, so apparently I was just lying on the sofa here lah, just minding my own business, editing photos that I took. Then after that, suddenly I hear then very on and off. Then after that, it's like, what's that? What's that? So after that, because this photo shoot, right, I was with my friends also. Then after I was telling them, hey, do you hear that? Do you hear that? Then after that, they're like, yeah, maybe the hantu wants something. Then after I won't give it lah, whatever they want. Right? Because if you give them, they like children like that, you give in to them, later they will keep wanting more and more and more. Right? It's like, can you buy me McDonald's? I want the McDonald's toy. And then you buy for them once and then that's it. It's a lifelong commitment of McDonald's toys. Huh?
I mean, coming from a person
Correct.
who's not a parent, knows children very well because you work with children.
Yeah. That's true. You give in to them once, they come and like haunt you.
Now let's say never negotiate with terrorists.
Yeah, that's right. Then after that, right? So basically, let's ask them to, no, I'm not going to give it to you. Whatever you want, leave me alone. And then, right, the knocking stopped, So it could be like coincidentally, the neighbor is like, I don't know, in the middle of like 10:30 at night and it's like knocking. But just nice when I say no. And after that, it's like, stop now. Quiet now the whole night.
You'll see this Belinda, you think she submissive, docile. There's a dominant side, huh? No.
Firm.
That's the way she likes it. Firm. So that's it lah.
God.
Just what are you thinking about?
Yeah, that's it really. No sightings, no nothing. Have been quite peaceful.
Maybe later tonight before you come back, you might have one more encounter lah. Just
Touch wood. Okay, but before I go, if I have time, I will just take a video of the Airbnb lah. Then you'll see whether you see anything lah.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, do you know what you need to do? Take out your red pen. Ready to start circling already. Alright, so
Okay.
I hope you enjoy your little vacation, and I know you're going for a longer vacation soon, and we look forward to hearing more stories from your Japan trip.
Yay!
Okay, now let's get on to our housekeeping today. Our very first one was sent to us by this Bernard Chan. Bernard Chan is a SC community member. He sent it to us directly. So if any of you are betting in soccer, I think soccer season is coming soon.
Okay.
How do you ensure that you win? According to some people on the internet, and this was actually taken from Manchester United's Facebook post, this is what some punters have resorted to do. Watch.
Amatak ajiku aji tobrut sayu to, kotang ireng metantang, kotang abang mekangkang, kotang simer nyumber, siro teko siro manut, manuto manuk gandul sayu to, tobrut.
Okay, so what I gather from that is probably a curse, right? Because they're trying to support their team red, and then after that the team blue is like Kana Gong Tao.
I don't know, is it Kena Kong Tao or you power it up, but okay, let's take a look at that particular video again. Okay. So it looks to me there's like a pocong light thing there. Some prayer, they put ash on him. So now maybe it's not blessing lah. Yeah, this actually probably could be
Look like curse.
a curse. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're trying to make maybe the guy
Poor
like
thing,
the leg
eh.
cannot work.
I don't know, maybe fall down or something.
Yeah.
It's like I look like taking his soul and then put into this what's that called? The
mini-
doll, right? Because
mini-
she's like
Yeah. It looks like a mini pocong lah, pocong ling or something.
then pour like some, I don't know.
You'd be surprised, like
sus
what this guy is
powder.
doing, right? It's not uncommon in the world of the gambling world.
Like try to do magic lah, and like curse or boost or whatever it is.
Never underestimate the length that gamblers will go to just to win some money. But whether it really works or not, I have my doubts. But that being said, it's a bit like manifestation and prayers, right? If enough people come together and manifest they want something, I believe the energy will shift it to their favor somehow. But at the same time, we will never know lah. Because if it works,
Yeah,
right?
that's true.
If this really works, then thought and prayers would work around the world lah. But they don't lah. At least not in the way I see it happen, Oh, calamity come.
That's
Oh, I
why-
see my thought and prayers. That's, fuck your thought and prayers lah. Nothing's... provide actual help.
That's why it's like it's called miracles, and also Toto is coming up. Can't be manifest 10 million.
Ayo, darling, I've been manifesting 10 million since the time I can bet on Toto every CNY. $100 to never smell lah. So
Is it? I think the previous draw I've been like $2, like the bare minimum. I got like I think 3 numbers is it to win.
so
Or
much.
4 numbers.
How much do you win? $50.
Yeah, I guess so. I like the bare minimum. I never go and claim. I like 算了啦 donation 给你啦。
your cat fare there gone already.
哎，算了啦，给你啦，给你。
Sometimes I receive WhatsApp messages, unsolicited WhatsApp messages from illegal betting sites lah. They were like, bro, you want to bet or you got lucky number or not? You give me I know. Then they will have like Singapore pools is the $1 get something, right? This is like 170, you get a higher amount lah. So you pay 70 cents more by the high returns. Then I'm like, bro, this week if I don't bet you know how much I win not? He said, how much? $1.70. In the month I can win how much or not? Almost $6 Then he said, bro, you don't never try, you don't know maybe you heng. Then I said, okay lah, for you I try one time lah, because that time I went to see Ape ma, then Ape give me some number. I said, okay lah, that's it. I manifest.
Nice.
Confirm I think Ape SC need money like give me one big one not too much then 10k 10k not greedy, right? Then I got with a lot of zest in my
Confidence.
heart. Confidence. I said, this one. I told the illegal betting guy, I said, okay lah, bro, don't say I never support you. I support one time, okay?
Alamak.
170. Don't be greedy. 170 kaliao. Then he said, bro, you want to buy one big, one small lah. Just add another 170. Okay, don't say I never support. 170 big, 170 small. Like, let's go.
Transfer him $3.40.
340, right? And even I transferred at 340, my hand shivered. I was like, why am I losing this 340 for what? Then I said, I believe you'll
Buy
pay
chicken rice.
Then I bet that the evening 6 o'clock number open, then he never call me. Means never tio. Then I still like those needy boyfriend, like, hello? Did my number come out? Because I never check number, right? So needy. Did my number come out? Then, bro, never kena. Then I say, tio lah, you see lah, you made me lose 340. Yeah. So the next week he still asked me, hey bro, you want to bet now? I said, don't want lah. Today I don't bet, I win 170.
算了. Yeah.
So
And
that's
all this because I feel scam, right? Usually what I'll do, I'll either like ignore them like everybody else, or if not, I'll like, I'm not bro, I cease. Then they never bother me,
why? Sister cannot bet Woman cannot bet.
because all they use is SMS, they never see my face.
Oh. Lucky they see your face, they probably like, wow, I'll start chatting with you already. All right. So, speaking of haunting, what Belinda had encountered, she just go, no. Very firm, very authoritative, which is good because Eugene has a 4-step program to chasing away spirit. Step number 1, when you hear knocking sound or whisper sound, you ignore. pretend never hear, never hear. Life goes on. Huh? Like, some of the confessions we had last Friday. You see a ghost in the kitchen, he went to the fridge, open, take drink, go out, ignore. Ghost also look at him like, what the fuck?
And like,
You think I ghost, is it?
Acknowledge me.
Then, number 2, you be polite lah, polite. Huh? Yeah. Please don't disturb me. I'm just here for 3 days. Then you want to knock or you want to knock, you can knock after. But then the knocking still happen. Knocking sound, please. Then you lah, kalau kong liao, don't knock. I'm only here for 3 days. Lim pei tulan liao. Then hopefully the anger will chase away the spirit. But
Usually they do lah. Right.
so number 4 is very interesting, but I do not recommend for everyone lah. You know number 4 not, B?
Number 4, take out your video and then send it to Eugene.
I would love that. Actually, you should be doing that for number 1 already. All of you. You video, but you try to ignore at the same time. I don't know how you're going to do it.
Alamak, be careful what you wish for. You want to see, I want to see. Then later, I don't know how many will come and see me later. Belinda, I die. I like, tak my business.
Well, you go find Eugene. Eugene want to talk to you. Then like, Eugene, I talk to him, he ignore me. But some people take their anger to a different level. This particular video clip shows a man walking towards a fridge, and then, for some unknown mysterious reason, the fridge door opened and hit him in the leg. Then he goes straight from 0 to number 3. Watch. Ow! So, angry man destroys haunted fridge.
He like, hey, you 背送啊，来打架 fight 啊。I think the ghosts are all later, like, even those like at the house, minding their own business, suddenly they come and see.
So,
They all standing at the corner, all line up,乖乖.
okay, let's not mess with this guy. This guy got anger issues. This other video clip, actually, you were the one who sent it to me, and it's a freaky church, man. Can you give us a bit of background story about this church?
Okay, so this church has been like, I think quite infamous or rather famous. Okay, and then after that, so this church is not in Singapore lah. Okay, it's overseas. And then after that, this church, because of their like lack of people going and stuff like that, then what they do, they suddenly set up this, I don't know what to call it, art sculptures. Okay, of people mourning.
Oh.
So weeping, crying, and then usually when people go for funerals, like back in the day, they will have like a veil, right, around them. And then this is the feeling that they have, and it's a super creepy vibe.
And this is all sculpture.
Yes, this is all sculpture. You do not know whether there's any spirits hiding inside lah, because like, you can see his human figure, his life size and everything. And people come here until today to come and like, take a look at the sculpture and everything. But I tell you, this place 100% haunted. 100% haunted.
You put it this way, is it an abandoned church? Because the church looks very lockport.
No, it's not abandoned. I think they purposely kept it like this to like add on to the atmosphere. So this church has become like a museum of a sort that people come here not to really like pray in a sense, but to come here and look at all this sculpture. Yeah,
then all the worse, right? Because you don't go to the church to pray. You go there to look at the sculpture, which scares you. And then we talk about this energy and manifestation. And then you are imbuing
your whatever fear factors, energy.
Because your mind is going to go like, I wonder if they are alive. I wonder if there's something in them. 100% come in and go, I wonder if there's something in them. Something is in them lah. And there's no prayer. It's a church that has no sacred ground. It is.
I don't know whether is it still sacred like in a sense, because I wouldn't know, right, until like you actually go there.
This Czech.
So maybe some of our viewers, if you have been to this church, you can let us know what are your thoughts when you.
I just wonder if people from Czech Republic actually believe in ghosts. Maybe they're like not typical European, right? Ghosts don't exist. There is no such thing as ghosts. All these are just sculptures. It's all art form, and there's nothing in there.
I mean, all the places that are most spooky are the church and the Their castles all full of ghosts. Their ghosts were peeping and crying.
Yeah
One.
lah, but you see, the Angmo ghosts, what can y'all do? Weep and cry, tiyo lah. Cheer the fuck up lah, so depressive. That's all lah. Then
It's like-
carry the chain, walk around, clean, and wear the white colour shit. What? Alamak, have you seen Asian ghosts?
You
You know
know-
what we are dealing with in Asia? I think this shit scares us.
The last week lah, the episode is like, because of your love, I'm cured. Really? No.
I like this next particular clip, which I'm dying to show you guys. This next clip is about if you're a parent and you put your kids to bed, what if your kid tell you their room is haunted? What would you do? You deal with children, right? So if one of the children come to you, Teacher Belinda, I think there's a man standing in the room. And you know there's no man in the class. What would you do?
Okay, usually I will ask the children, I kipo lah also, okay, because I damn nosy. I'll tell them where. Then they point in whatever direction it is, or like they just show, but now he's not there anymore, or something like that. I'm like, okay. Never mind, we continue. I acknowledge. I never dismiss or say no such thing and stuff like that. I acknowledge. I'm like, okay, maybe there. Then after that, they were like, what do you think he is? Or the children being curious and everything. I will usually tell them like a joke to make them not so scared of it, but still acknowledge it. So it's like, maybe he hungry leh. Maybe he kepo, see your beautiful artwork, want to see what you're doing ma. Sometimes uncle kepo also ma. Or something like that.
I like it that you
Then they will
acknowledge
laugh
it. Yeah, I like it that you acknowledge the child's vision and not just just rubbish it away. Because when you acknowledge the child, what he or she sees, they really appreciate it because you don't make them feel crazy. Because most of us, when we're young, we see ghosts and then our parents go like, no lah, don't talk rubbish lah, nothing there. But then you look and go like, no, there's something there, right? So yeah, I like your approach.
Yeah,
But-
maybe we should. But the other thing is like if you acknowledge them, then what if they come back? Yeah, so that's the thing also. So I think you have to play on a bit of fair ground, I guess.
By the way, I'm not sponsored by Changji. Yeah.
Hey, nice energy.
I'm just drinking. I'm not sponsored by them at all. There's no. I'm gonna cover their logo.
Wing sponsor us. Wing. We like your tea. Wing.
Oh wow, so refreshing and delicious. I wonder what drink this is.
It's like, hey Eugene, what's that in your hand?
Well, this is Changji milk tea. You can get it at all leading outlets.
I was like, tell me more. Or their advertisement and fake one. Nobody will say that.
Nobody. Oh wow! You know the most fake advertisement, right? I can think of is the sanitary pad advertisement. You have not seen a happier woman than woman in sanitary pad advertisement. Oh my god, it's such a heavy flow, but look, freedom! I'm like,
Yeah.
show me a woman who's having period looking that happy. I'll wait.
Another advertisement I saw also recently.
Yeah.
Because usually in the Muslim country they have to wear the tudong, right?
Yeah.
I think they're not allowed to show their hair or any signs, any other part than the face, right? Okay. Because that's their religion. But the way how they advertise shampoo to me is very strange. They just put the shampoo over the tudong. I'm like, can you get maybe a man to do it, or maybe illustration to do it? Then that's okay. But why you literally they squeeze the shampoo over their tudong, then they like this, Then I just that doesn't look comfortable at all. I don't want to buy your product.
You need to let the shampoo soak inside so the tudong keeps the essence in. You don't know the technique, is it?
I don't know. This one new territory to me. When I see the advertisement, my brain got more questions than answers.
But yeah, why not use a man? Or use
Why not use a man
or a doll?
or
Show me on the doll where they
like
put the shampoo.
or cut a piece of hair, or take a wig, then I don't know,
something.
right? It make it make sense.
Make it make sense. I think you should go and send in a message to them and provide some suggestion.
So much charge on the service. What they call marketing consultant.
Yeah. First round free for you all.
First round, I come and criticize you. What were you thinking?
Yeah. Okay, back to the back to the back to the video that I wanted to show you guys. So Belinda would ignore them, but this mother has a better solution, and it's something very simple, and I think highly recommended. If your child dies, she dies.
Lights out.
There's a guy in the closet. Mom?
The fuck I look like Ghostbusters?
Lights out.
There's a guy in the closet.
Just like, bye.
Do I look like Ghostbusters? But can drive away already. Kaki pocong. Oh boy.
I think a lot of the time this is thought will enter our mind when we watch like the horror movies. Like, Mom, there's a man under my bed. It's like, take your child and run still go and investigate. Stay in the house for like 3 weeks.
And white people will go, hello? Is anyone there?
Yeah, like when they like closing the light, lock the door and stuff like that, and night, it's like,
Yeah, still, it's like they can't believe it. Then they need to double check and triple check. Like, is it really a ghost? Speaking of motherly love, there's another mother somewhere in I'm not sure where. I think probably another Angmo country as
America,
well.
I guess.
All these people. So what would you do, parents, if your child says you need a costume? Mom, I need a costume for a religious party at school, and the mom says, "Say no more." What do you think this is so far from what you're looking at?
So far, she looks like she's very done with life.
But she's not. I mean, from just outfit alone, she looks like she's wearing some Zelda outfit, right? But
Yeah,
guess
okay.
what?
Then she's being tied up.
She's a Salem witch victim, or she's burned at the
Oh,
she's-
no.
She's basically burned at the stake.
I think I'll be this kind of mom. It's like the school say, hey, you should dress up your kid for whatever reason, Halloween party or like, racial harmony. Now just like find the borderline, maybe offensive, maybe not offensive.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
you gonna say?
Yeah,
Say
yeah.
lah, say lah.
Borderline offensive, like you want to comment on this thing, like it's inappropriate, but then again, historically, it's true, and also the costume is well done. The fire looks good, and there's also the hay below. So this is the kind of costume we approve. All right. I then this next story is even more bizarre because it's about a terrified organ donor that came back to life while the surgeons were preparing him for harvesting. Can you imagine that?
So you just like cut open and then just like take out all your thing. Then you like wake up like, oh, that's my liver. Give it back to me.
Right.
And it's like, it's so terrifying. And I think as the doctor, right, as you are like, doing like your stuff, and then the person's like, give me back my liver. I think that's it. Just quit medicine altogether.
I mean, like if you are there and then this happens to you, can you imagine the fear that the sudden flight? What are you doing to me? And then, sorry, put back inside. Oh, we're still there. Sorry, we did commit. The guy signed it. We have to take paiseh. Unplug anyway.
Or like the guy is like, having I don't know, maybe like a new transplant of like a liver. It's like, sorry sir, our organ donor came back to life. We cannot give you the liver.
So there's a dispute now. Yeah, I signed it. I paid for it. How?
True.
Okay, I'm going to read out to you guys, okay? The article. So, a terrified organ donor came back to life, thrashing and crying on the operating room table as surgeons prepared to harvest his body parts, according to witnesses, with one described as everybody's worst nightmare. Thomas T.J. Hoover, 36, has been declared brain dead when surgeons went to remove his organs at Baptist Health Richmond Hospital in Kentucky in October 2021. His sister and former Kentucky organ donor affiliates employees told NPR. But as doctors went to test his heart health for transplantation, Hoover reportedly became reanimated. He was thrashing around on the table, Nicoletta Martin recounted. claiming the patient was just sedated. Then, as the surgeons prepared to remove his organs, Hoover began moving around and was crying visibly, according to Natasha Miller, another former employee. But if I'm not wrong, I think Daily Mail is a satire site. I'm not sure. This could be a satire. Yeah, NPR.
Okay, but anyway, long story short, this is a very scary thought.
Yeah. Whether it's true or not, the thought is what disturbs me was the thought that if it happened to me.
It might happen to you, right? Right. It's always like, never happened to me, until it happened to you. Just like the hantu.
Yeah.
You think, I won't be haunted. I'm very blessed and very safe. And then after that, suddenly you enter the lift, and then like one minute nobody, then the next minute suddenly someone say, "Can you help me press the 7th floor?" Oh, that's it.
You know, there's someone asked me yesterday, how was I like before Supernatural Confessions?
Okay.
I think that's a very interesting question because for the longest time that you guys have known me for the last 10 years, you know I was in Supernatural Confessions and I had a different optics and lens with regards to Supernatural. And so the question was, how was I like before Supernatural? Which I don't think anyone has asked me that. Or maybe they did, but somehow yesterday's question lingered in my head. And I said, yeah, I believe in ghosts because being a Peranakan, growing up in a Peranakan family, I've always believed in ghosts. From the time I was born, I can remember understanding words that coming out from my parents' mouth and grandparents' mouth. The supernatural had always been a part of our life. Because we're very superstitious. Peranakan family, very superstitious. We are, Chinese with local Malay influences. So we take our Chinese superstitions and culture and law. We take the Malay superstitions, culture and law. We put together plus. That's the Peranakan, right? So whatever you believe, I believe times 2.
Yeah, that is what come in my head when you say Chinese plus Malay. I was like, wow, siao liao, you got best of both worlds.
Right?
Both ghosts come and haunt you.
I remember when I was young, if you're sick, right, you take Panadol. I drank more talisman water than I took Panadol, Ken. Sick only,
Hey, I drink before. I remember I drink the talisman water also. Not nice, Then it goes,
I don't know. I've come to like it. There's this slight bitter taste. Got the chat taste. Not like the tsucha that got the chat taste, right? Quite nice. I like it.
You see? Then maybe I'm a demon. I just don't like it.
You negative energy. What you drink it, cannot cleanse inside. Cannot cleanse all over. So anyway, I believe in the supernatural, but believing in it and not being afraid of it is two different things, right? So
Yeah,
it's
definitely.
like crime exists in Singapore, but they always say low crime doesn't mean no crime. Then but you be like, I know rape and murder happen, but won't happen to me lah, right? You know that kind of mindset. But if it happens to you, then what are you gonna do? You system hang on. So I guess that's what happened. I just didn't think it would happen to me last time.
Okay, so what was like your first encounter to be like, it must be the hantu?
So there were a few 1 second encounter, few encounters when I was younger. The earliest I can remember was when I was walking through Opera Estate Primary School. And then the fence opened and closed by itself, and when I look up, I saw a lady in white on the tree. And then after that, I think there was no knowledge of fear yet. Like I didn't know what it was, but there was a flight or fight moment for me where I felt that suddenly I need to run away. Irrational fear sets in. Again, know that I was in primary 1, so I was probably 7 years old. Not exposed to books or pictures regarding this entity yet, but maybe I might have heard it, right? So that's one. But you run away, then case closed, our story ends. Then the second time that I can remember, I was playing at the playground, and the blocks of flats were quite far. There was a tree nearby, and then I heard someone talking, and then some people laughing, but it's coming from behind the tree. I know people will say, "Oh, can it be sound from the blocks?"
Echoing somewhere.
I can hear people play mahjong, so you can hear the echo, the people talking.
Okay,
so the sound that comes from the block and the sound that I heard was very different. It's literally like people hiding behind the tree and talking, and then you could hear that one direct source. It wasn't echoing. Then I went behind the tree. I saw 3 fuluso on the floor.
Oh.
Yeah. Then I called my grandfather. Akong, come and take a look. Then my uncle like, and then he take out a cigarette and starts chain smoking and say, come, nothing to hear. So he told my mother what happened. So my mother only revealed this many years later on that grandpa was scared and they really grabbed me and run away. Then I think the first official time where my system hang, like I couldn't process what I see, was when I put flour on the floor. Then I challenged the spirit. Come on, you walk towards me, show yourself. Then footprints appear. Then I don't know what to do already.
Like I'm out.
Like, whoop. So much for all the bravado and you come on, Laila, show yourself. Then later he showed me like, paise. Anyway, so that was me lah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know your last encounter remind me of what?
What?
You know, like when the two abings, right, when they want to fight, then it's like, hey, hold me back. Liar. You know, it's like you taunt the ghost until the ghost come to you. Then you like, hey, sorry brother, I never been any offense or
Like,
I was just trying to protect my girlfriend or that's a fight.
Yeah. Let me go. Don't hold me back. 来。你怕我啊，我怕你啊。Then your friend let you go. Sorry. settle, brother, settle. 不要这样嘞。Okay, so this one is when someone decides to go to go explore haunted places, as I have done before when I was young, and I love going to abandoned places. And what happens when you see something more than you bargained for? Take a look at this video. We're going to play it a few times because it's a blink and you miss it kind of situation, okay?
I'm here.
Let's
I'm
go.
here. What? Is it the human silhouette there, right? At the...
That's what I thought too. Now you watch it a few times. I will pause the video to show you. It's a blink and you miss it. Okay. Coming soon. That's why I thought it was a human silhouette. That's actually cracked the windows. There.
Where? I cannot see.
Okay. So
I didn't see shit.
I will pause. I'll pause for you. Okay. So this was sent to me by DJ Jason.
So what's the DJ say?
I'll see what he screenshot. Okay. Oops. Sorry.
Alamak.
Fast forward. So initially I thought was this thing, right?
But it's not. It's the window broken.
So initially I thought, got one black shadow there.
Oh.
But it's not. This is just a broken glass.
Yep.
Okay, I play some more that I pause.
What?
You see something?
What? Red color? Is it the red color thing?
Yeah.
A red color one, right? The entity outside the window.
Yeah. Okay, let me see whether I can get it. Okay.
Oh shit! Outside the window, Oh shit! I don't think I'll be that receptive, sir.
I think it's a blink and you miss it kind of effect.
Situation, yeah. I don't think like personally, if I ever will be in this kind of situation, I don't think I'll be able to catch it. But it's more of like the place and the vibe of the film.
You know, there's a Netflix show, Haunting on House on Haunting Hill or Haunting on Blythe Manor. It's a 8-part episode, slow burn, and then it's a great show because when you walk through when the show is being shown to you, there are ghosts hidden in the scene or appearing in plain sight.
Yeah.
right?
Haunting of Hill House.
Haunting of Hill House. That's the one. So,
Yeah,
so
that's my favorite horror story because that one is really real. It's like no, I mean not like the movie is real lah, but like it's like how ghosts are being depicted, haunting are being depicted. I think that's like the closest thing that I think like the cinema have managed to capture. Yeah, so it's like
because in kind of like real hauntings, such as, okay, I wouldn't say such as this, but in most cases hauntings, they actually don't appear standing in front of you waving, hello, I'm here, they are there, but if you miss it, you miss it.
they just observe you unless like they really want to like hamtam you lah. Then that's it for you lor.
But do you think this particular woman in red outside is real or not?
I would say so. I think if it's a edit, I think it's pretty well done lah. But you can see how tall the trees are. This is look like the ending of the trees. So this person is probably like at least second or third story, and then the person or the entity is like just chilling outside. More of like I think usually they're just like there to observe.
You know who I think this person looks like?
Who? Alamak, who is that?
Right. I don't know who's that lah. That's Chick Pon lah. That's the woman in red
Thought
with
it's
long hair.
you.
That's me lah. That was my last year Halloween costume.
Was it?
Yeah.
Alamak.
Looks like right. Looks like right. See?
Look like.
Alright, see this red long hair? Then you see? Same person. So I think that whoever was standing there was also bought their costume from Taobao lah.
I think a lot of the time if anybody like want to burn instead of money, I think you all can burn hair products. Not hairspray, it will explode now. But maybe like shampoo lah to them. Or conditioner. So the hair really wow, cannot make it.
Can you imagine? Bing to Alian, I want to burn something for my grandma. We can give her hairspray and then take one whole box cutted off. Aerosol product.
Please like read the fine print before your burn.
Alright, we're gonna go to confession time now. So I just want to say a quick hello to Antoniette Valdez.
Yeah. Welcome to the community.
We usually have a lot of community members joining us on a weekly basis. Which community? This Facebook group community must be the Hantu. And people don't usually say hello, but I'm very, very happy that Antoinette says hello, and then people come in and welcome, enjoy the stories here, welcome to the group, it's me, welcome to the family, happy haunting. There's such a warm welcome from the community, and I really got to thank the community. You guys really, really are one of the best, if not the best community I've ever seen around the internet. Like Reddit and some other online groups that I'm part of, that deals with the supernatural, they get very rude and toxic, and
they're not forgiving, right?
And the skepticism there is like people go into these sites just to debunk. Like there is almost like a movement to debunk people's confession, and I think that doesn't happen in our SC community in a toxic way. Like there is healthy discussion, there is healthy level of disbelief and skepticism, but there's no one going out there and go, this is shit, this is bullshit, this like if you think
like totally right in your face, just like, you believe this kind of thing?
Yeah.
That kind of like kind of vibe.
Like let me take it from me. Like I just debunked the lady in red, but I didn't do it in a way that puts down the contributor, or that I show a picture of myself and say, hey, it could be that, right? So
could be Eugene just hiding in the window.
Yeah, so I think that sort of discussion is healthier. If you can make someone chuckle at the end of the day, with your comment, then I don't think people's going to get offended by that, because no one comes to a ghost page expecting everything they see to be
real.
Yeah, 100%. Like even if it's real, like there is a certain level of disbelief. I'm not saying it's not real. I'm saying there's a certain level of WTF in your head. Yeah.
There's like I think because a lot of the people, maybe like me, I really truly want to believe, and I think it becomes that you're also attracting them to you. So the more you say you want to believe, and then the more they come to you. And then after that, it becomes like, are you going crazy, or is like, the entities really around you? So I think a lot of the time, maybe they are in a zone of like, whether should I believe or should I just like listen to everybody else around me says it's not real. I think like our community serve as a place where you can feel like, hey, really got goals. And there's also the healthy part to keep you like kind of like sane and not sink too deep into the rabbit hole. Say everything is ghost, everything is like paranoid. You have a stalker with you now. Like, no. Like, you should calm down. And if you do need professional help, some
We
of
have,
our
yeah.
like
We got psychologists,
yeah.
doctors in our
got
community,
doctors.
Yeah.
Yeah, then you want master Sifu also,
Also have.
Eugene have the link.
Yeah.
If not, some of our committee members, they actually come and help you instead.
Yeah.
Right?
So there's a few options lah. You either need medical help, you need spiritual help. We have both. Okay, guys, don't worry. So speaking of
Everything bao ke liao.
yeah, speaking of skepticism, we have this contribution from Dickson. Dickson is or was a lifelong skeptic. So let's see what Dickson has to say.
Okay.
Take it away.
Sorry, today my computer screen very small. I cannot see. Okay. I read on my phone. I think instead will be better.
I read lah.
Give me.
You prepare for the next one. I'll tell this one.
All right.
Okay. As a lifelong skeptic, I never thought I would have a tale of the supernatural to share. Yet here I am, decades later, still haunted by an inexplicable experience from my childhood that sends shivers down my spine every time I recall it. In my primary school days, I shared a bedroom with my parents. Our sleeping arrangement was simple. My parents' bed occupied the center of the room and to the right. I slept on my small bed on the floor, while to the left side of the room housed a dressing table flanked by 2 wardrobes. Even with the lights out, our room was never truly dark. The bright fluorescent lights from the adjacent block would seep through the curtains, casting a glow that dimly lit the room. One night, I woke from a deep slumber, my eyes adjusting to the familiar half-light of our room. As my vision cleared, I saw a figure standing motionless in front of the dressing table to my left. My sleep-addled brain recognized the silhouette as my mother's. This was a common sight. She rose early each day to prepare for work. In my drowsy state, I thought to myself, I've woken up too soon. I could sleep for another 10 minutes before my mommy wakes me up for school. With that, I closed my eyes, intent of stealing a few more precious moments of rest. But as the fog of sleep begins to lift, a nagging thought wormed its way into my consciousness. Something wasn't right. My eyes snapped open and I focused on the figure once more. It hadn't moved. Not an inch. Wait, I thought, my heart beginning to race. Why didn't Mommy turn on the dresser light to do her makeup? Confusion gave way to a creeping dread as I turned my head slowly, ever so slowly, towards the center of the room where my parents' bed stood. What I saw next sent a jolt of terror through my body. Both my parents were there, sound asleep. The room remained in its twilight state. No lights on, no movement save for the gentle rise and fall of my parents' chest as they slumbered peacefully. My gaze darted back to the dressing table where the figure stood still, utterly motionless. As the seconds ticked by, each feeling like an eternity, I stared at the apparition, my mind racing to make sense of what my eyes were telling me. This was no dream. The clarity of that moment was too sharp, too real. After what seemed like minutes and was likely only a matter of seconds, survival instincts kicked in. With a speed born of pure fear, I yanked my blanket over my head, creating a flimsy barrier between myself and the otherworldly visitors. I squeezed my eyes shut, willing myself to fall back to sleep. When I next opened my eyes, it was my mother's gentle touch, waking me at the usual time. The room was as it should be, bathed in warm light of the morning, with no trace of previous night's terror. Decades have passed since that fateful night, yet the memory remains crystal clear, defying the usual fading and distortion of childhood recollections. Every detail, every sensation is preserved with unnerving precision. as if seared into my mind by the intensity of the experience. As a skeptic, I grappled with rational explanations. Could it have been a vivid dream, a trick of the light, or perhaps something more, something that defies our understanding of reality? Whatever the truth may be, one thing is certain. To this day, recounting this story sends a chill through my body, a visceral reminder of the night when the veil between our world and the unknown seemed to lift, if only for a moment.
Sorry to break it to you. Actually, they always have been here.
It's just that one time you get to see it.
Maybe one time it's like I think a lot of time when people see apparition or like the entities like during like the slumber time, it's like when they're in the in-between worlds. So like the masters say, and that's where you are really like into like sleep paralysis and stuff like that. Like your body is very vulnerable, I guess.
Yeah. Well, let's look at the comment section. I think comments are quite interesting for this one. It says, sometimes a cast shadow would have given the same effect. That's my thought. That was my thought. Because why I think so, he opened eyes, saw it, it didn't move, it was there. Close eyes, open again, still there, not moving. Go out, see the parents, come back, it's still there. Most of these haunting cases, the spirits don't stay still, don't stay there for that long. It's a blink and you miss it. You blink, it's not there.
Yeah, if not, then they will start to like move just a little bit, right? Or like you can see their clothes, like just sway a little bit.
Well, let's see what Dickson replies to this. I wish it was a cast shadow though, but unfortunately I could very clearly make out its features. Fair enough, right? So it's not a cast shadow. And it wasn't just a shadowy figure. The image of the scene that night is still seared in my mind. Yeah, unlike a lot of supernatural sightings, whereas the figures are seen a translucent or shadow light, I'm pretty confident that what I saw was opaque and well defined. The only rational explanation I have is I was having a lucid dream. Maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah. So again, it's one of those in a grey area. You have a community who will go, yes, of course it's the hantu. It's so clear. The other group will be like, I don't think so. I think there's a rational explanation. And then there's other group who, I don't know. I'm just seeing what people are talking about, and I'm on the fence.
Hey, people, I'm here.
Yeah. So there's space for everybody to play your part. Another one says, do describe more of the figure, Kendrick Wong. Oh, so Dickson goes on to say, yeah, long hair, just like my mom, which was why I assume it was my mom doing her morning makeup and dresser. Also, it wasn't wearing white, but rather dressed exactly how my family would dress at home, which is regular t-shirt and shorts. It was facing the dresser. So from my position, I could only see the back profile. Most times you cannot see the face. True. And this is the case of doppelganger at home, where sometimes you see your father walk to the kitchen, then you turn and how come my father not home? Then you just enter by the front door.
Yeah. Then after it's like you just like leave like scratching your head. It's like, what was that? Or who is that? It's like, eh? Then after when you go there, you're thinking like it might be an intruder in your house. Then actually, no, it's like...
Yeah, correct.
So, Eugene,
Yes.
I actually also have another story to share with some of our viewers. Maybe the new viewers who haven't heard this before.
Okay.
So, I often also like, see things in the dark. Sometimes really it is just cast shadow because like when the moment I on the light, I was like, oh, so that is like the thing that is like, shaped in the way that looks like a human being or look like a head, But actually, sometimes I will tell you very honestly also, okay, it's my imagination, okay? I try not to think too much into it and stuff like that. I'm the type of person when I see a cast shadow, I scared right on the light. And then after that, I'll see what is it. So if the light turn on already, it's still there, means think too much already, right? And then I just putting too much fear into myself. And then sometimes when I turn on the light, thinking like, oh, it's just a car shadow. And then the thing, it disappear. Okay, so there was one time, my parents already went overseas, right? Okay, and usually they're the one doing the laundry. So it's just me and my brothers at home. And boys being boys, they don't do laundry, right? So after that, the laundry place usually would be like the one like the HDB, the hanging one, right? So I wanted to go to the kitchen, I wanted to go to the toilet, and then after that, right, I saw bed sheets, right, hanging like from the what's that called? The pillar, not pillar, the washing place, where they hang all the poles.
It's outside or inside the house?
So inside the
Oh,
house.
okay, yeah,
Inside
yeah.
the house.
The service yard area lah. The one where they hang the
Yeah lah.
clothes.
So at the window nearest to the door. Window nearest to the toilet.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So after that, it's just like pole and pole, like for you to hang your clothes. And then after I was like, wow, mom do a full load of laundry before she left. I was like, okay lah, whatever. Right? Okay. I can see and I remember very clearly. It was like about a good 5 to 10 seconds before I on the light, because you're walking, you see, the thing was swaying. And then the thing was moving. So it's like cloth, right? Okay. But I never really go and like look at it because normal ma, right? Until the moment I on the light. Then no clothes at all.
Huh?
Nothing. So I saw the cloth, right? The silhouette figure, moving. I was like, then I on the light, nothing, Eugene? No cast shadow, no nothing. And I'm pretty sure, bed sheet's pretty long, right? So I thought that was what I saw. Pretty long cloth, just like swing.
I remember this story. It was one of the first few that you told me.
Yes. And then after that, Then after that, I don't know how. I tried to convince myself. I was like, okay, maybe like the cast shadow from outside or something, cast inside to my window. And then after that, I went to the toilet, near to the toilet door. I look at the window. My window is like closed one. Closed tight. And then after that, I try to like look outside whether like anybody hanging something. Just nice. I don't know how the logic works, but maybe their bed sheet still there. Nothing. Then I like, okay, I just go toilet don't disturb me, okay? I really need to go to the toilet. Bye bye.
Okay, so I thanks for sharing. Something happened to me as well just a few nights ago. So it was raining. It was raining heavily, and I was doing video editing, the featured confession. I believe this was Sunday, so I was cutting the featured confession for the following week. So if you guys have seen the featured confession that I put up, it was about black magic, and I was interviewing an Achan from Thailand who's a hitman. He's a spiritual hitman. He kills people, and he does it in very gruesome way. And he has ghost story to tell me. So it was already 3 a.m., 4 a.m. The wind was blowing, the clouds were ominous, and then things around me was just, the sounds are like knocking,
Not right.
like I'm living on the 15th floor, right? So, and then my curtain, the plastic thing just keep hitting against the window sill. So there's a gak, gak, gak. So it's like someone knocking on the window behind me. Then I turned back. Then I saw there's a doll. A doll looking.
Oh my god.
A doll looking at me.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
the door fell down. But anyway, so seeing this guy just sitting there looking at me, like he's like even blinking, right? Don't know lah. But anyway, so I just look at him. I say, okay, never mind. Just ignore, right? My room is protected anyway, so nothing can come in. But no matter how protected you are, there's always the thought of what if, right? So then it started to pour. Then I went out of my room. I went to the kitchen to take in all the clothes. Because I didn't turn on the lights, right? Anyway, I just went out. Then I turned around with a bunch of clothes, about to go back into the kitchen from the service yard. Then I saw this shadow. Just walk past.
Hey, why suddenly got balloon on your face?
No freaking clue. Just now got thumbs up also. I had no idea. So I saw a shadow just walk past. And then walk past, never mind. Because I saw it walk past, I stood there, I stopped. Then it just walked past, then it stood there at the hall. And now because it stood there at the hall, I get to see a bit of light coming from outside because the sky is quite bright, right? So there's a bit of silhouette. So I can see it wasn't my imagination, it wasn't a shadow, there is like a silhouette of a person. So straight away I thought was this spirit on the door coming out to walk and kia ke lah. Fuck lah, I was about to, I was scared, but at the same time, it was like, there was a mix of excitement and all. So Then I walk closer towards the thing and I put down the clothes and I realized it's just my wife coming out to also close the window.
Why you walk towards it? Why you white man?
I wanted to talk to it lah, like hello, can we hantu our friends? Can we friend?
Then later your wife while closing the window what?
Then she like,
Why you stand
no,
behind me?
why you so late still working? Go back and sleep. No, scared the bejesus out of me. Yeah. But anyway, let's go for our final confession for today. B, take it away. Can you read this one?
Okay, can. So this is by a anonymous member. Okay, so it says that I'm working the night shift as a nurse at the local hospital. It was a smooth, quiet night. I was in charge of maybe 6 male patients from the high dependency ward. The high dependency unit, which is also the HDU, was located at the back of the ward. It was 2 a.m. on a Thursday night. The patients were stable and fast asleep. My friend has gotten back from her break, so I decided to go on mine. I went to the front of the ward to do something, and it was really quiet, like you could hear a pin drop. I was just about to log off my computer when I heard a loud female scream from the back of my ward. My natural instinct was to run to the back of the ward, and I almost reached the middle of the ward when I hear my senior scream my name, saying that there's no need to go there. I heard a female lady screaming. Maybe she had fallen, and it was my patient. She arched her eyebrow and said, "Do you have female patient?" Before I could respond, I felt a cold wind blowing at the nape of my neck. Immediately, I had goosebumps. While running to my seniors, I rubbed my back of the neck, and she brought me to a room and started to do some prayers. Do not discuss anything that happened here now. We will talk about it at the end of our shift. It took me a good half an hour to muster my courage to get back to my patients at the back. When I got back to the back, my colleague who took over me was doing her regular checks. It was like she never experienced anything. It took me a good half an hour to muster my courage to get back to my patient at the back. When I got to the back, my colleague who took over for me, later in the morning, my senior who shared with me, there has been supernatural sightings and experience when it was Thursday night. So we have to be cautious about sorts of things at the night. And my colleague that has been there for the screaming episode was unaware that someone had screamed so loudly. She said it has been very quiet. So this is one of my stories.
One of my stories. One.
So spooky.
There's a lot of light.
I always wonder why the nurse are being paid like so much, like on top of being a caretaker and all that, right? So because generally caretaker, I think they might fare from like mid-range to maybe high if like you're really very professional, like a butler or whatever.
Caregiver, you mean?
Yeah.
Caretaker
Then
sounds like
after that,
undertaker.
caregiver. Yeah. So after that, then I was wondering, then why nurses are being paid so much? Because you jaga so many people at once, but it's in a hospital setting, right? Then after that, then I know that they probably have to deal with this kind of thing. So high risk job.
Now I think of patients. I cannot see patients the same way anymore. Like, you are now a caretaker. You're a caregiver. You're a caretaker.
Give and take situation.
Belinda started a new word, new term.
Interesting, right?
Yeah. We come to almost the end of the show, ladies and gentlemen. In the last video clip, I want to show you. This one's pretty interesting.
All right.
Again, blink and you miss it. For this one, I'm not playing it twice. You can watch this video the second time.
I want to see.
All right. Tap, tap, tap. No one's there. Oh no, what was that about?
if it was that audio together with this
No
video?
audio. May audio.
No audio. Okay. This video has been circulating my social medias also, and also it is on the Supernatural Confession Facebook group. If you would like to go and catch it. But so this video, when I watch it, I don't know why Instagram always like to show me scary things in the middle of the night, like 2-3 a.m. I just like okay. But this video, when I watch it, right, it is like I believe this video is real because when I see the little kid's hand, right, you know, smacking, it has like a like body language. So it's like it's a cry for help. It's like calling to like let me out, that kind of thing. And then I remember like a lot of the times that some people are not so fortunate to be born in a loving family. So maybe this was like a abuse case gone wrong lah, like where it really went down south. So that was my conclusion.
I see.
The sound and everything, right? You can really hear it's like hitting on the panel, like the glass when like let me out kind of situation. So it's like it's a really 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 sad kind of vibe.
And that's, sad thing about such videos, like even if someone puts up a video like that this day and it's true, right? I would say 90% of the world will not be convinced. For many reasons to make them skeptical. One of them being that modern camera effect is so advanced, and there have been people out there there's this very very it's very well done. It shows a person standing in the blanket and then he walks in and pull the blanket and there's no one there. And actually Alvin De Cruz from Supernatural Confessions used to run my tech, was able to replicate that effect. Or so a particular clip like this can be recreated with creativity and movie magic.
Special effect, right?
But not to say that it cannot be real. It's just that it can be replicated. So for us as viewers, how do we know when it's real and when it's not? We're no longer able to put our finger in it and go like, yeah, it must be. So the minute you plant doubt in our head, that's it. The minute you doubt a story and you cannot prove it, we tend to lean towards the other side. But as I said, there's always going to be people who believe, people who don't believe, and those who are on the fence. I want to believe that this is real. It's freaky. Because I'm the kind of guy that would film it. Because some people ask, if this was real, why would you film it?
Like why you don't run, right? Shouldn't that be your first instinct and stuff like that?
I run.
But I think
I run
people
towards
like
a
us,
thing. That's the difference. But how
I
many?
think people like us, like what the Chinese call 变态, sick in the mind. We damn busybody, damn curious, all this kind of thing. Yeah. Okay, but if there's any consolation, okay, when I saw this video last week, I didn't want to record it. I share it until until the morning so I can record it. It's so spooky, okay?
Yeah.
And then after that, the person who has been like guiding me to do like the tarot cards and like the other stuff, also shared to me this video and then say, hey, did you see that video? This video is real. So a spiritual practitioner, a more professional one, right? It's already like given the thumbs up to say this is real. So after that, I questioned, was it like a abuse case or like did the person die in the toilet? It's like not necessarily, probably like pass away there, or maybe would have died, but like there's a lot of like the feelings being left over. So then you have like a poof, a haunting day. So the energy of the room, I guess.
Yeah. That's all the story and time we have for you on this week's episode of Housekeeping. I hope you enjoyed yourself. I enjoyed, cutting housekeeping for you every week. It gives a chance for us to talk about the things that we see. Usually we just see, then we share, then we talk to one another. But I think this just gives us a chance to explore it with you guys on a much larger scale, hearing your comments and getting just involved in a discussion with you guys. So thank you so much for watching us and for interacting with us on the comment section. We'll see you guys next week. Friday Night Live is coming to a season close. We have 2 more episodes this Friday and next Friday. Also, PA, that's People's Association, on the 29th of October is having a Halloween event, and Supernatural Confessions has been invited to go down to do a live show there. And I have great news for you guys. It is free free for all you guys, but we have 100 tickets to give away only. So I think it will be snapped up pretty fast. B, if you can make it on Tuesday, just come on down. It's on the 29th.
Sorry, I in the Nihon Go.
That's right. Correct. Yeah. So we'll give,
That's another story for another day.
so I'll give you guys more information coming up. Check out our Facebook page, Facebook group, and our YouTube channel. All right. See you, everybody. Have a good week. Bye.
What did you find?
You are listening to Supernatural Confessions.